What's happening, everyone? Welcome back for some trade recaps. Today we're shorting AMC. We still might be looking to trade it. I don't know. It's one of those things where I kind of missed the opportunity that I was that I was waiting for. So I was able to get some really nice trades, basically right out of the gate. It's tried to pop higher, and I was just, you know, looking at GameStop alongside of it, and GameStop started going into these downward halts, basically just 3-4 halts in a row to the downside. It was like 1, 2. There was at least 3 halts to the downside here. So AMC was kind of slagging behind. It was kind of still up when they started to go down. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna start getting in for the short, kind of just because AMC generally follows the same trend as GameStop. So the idea there was basically just to follow the trend, short as GameStop goes lower, AMC will go lower. So I was shorting it as it went down. Was able to get some nice shorts here. Basically was up pretty nice at this point. And then I overtraded. So a lot of this here is they're small wins. Like not a lot of these are losses. Like a lot of these, like it's little things where it's like I kept getting faked out and then being like, okay, I'm gonna add to my position, and then I would get faked out again, and then I would add to my position, and I was getting wins. Like over here I was able to get nice wins down at the 980s from like the $10 range, and I was getting shorts up in like the 1020s and covering down there. So some of these were nice, but it was one of those things where I saw GameStop kind of wanting to go lower. Like it kept dropping below VWAP and then testing, but then there was so much selling pressure that I was like, man, if this thing really rips down, then this thing's gonna rip down, and it did. It just kind of happened without me. So I basically at this point was like, you know what, I had been trading it for an hour, basically an hour and a half, getting nowhere, basically just over trading. It looks like it's a crazy amount of commissions in it, and it is a decent amount, but it's only like a lot of these are only like 30 cents each transaction, because it's only 1 cent per share, and some of these are even like 15. Like, so it's not insane. It wasn't insane for commissions, and I was actually pretty much still green on the day, just not as nice as I would have been if I would have just walked away. Basically at this point, after these trades here, if I would have walked away at like 11 o'clock, I probably would have been. Oh, I definitely would have been having a much better day. So those are my trades on AMC, and really, I was just shorting it, looking to follow along with GameStop momentum. I was really looking to go long right out the gate. So I'm like, you know what? I saw yesterday they popped up towards the in the aftermarket. GameStop almost hit 200. So I was like, you know what? Let's see what happens if this thing wants to rip and give us some solid strength. But it just never did. It was just weak. Nothing but weakness. And so I was looking to take advantage of that weakness by shorting AMC. And, like I said, small green day. If I would have walked away at 11, it would have been a nice green day. But unfortunately, I overtraded. And that's what happens, right? And I learn. I try not to. That's one of my biggest rules, is don't overtrade. But this was one of those days where it's like we could see a huge move. So I wanted to be in position for it. But then I also wanted to cover myself if it went against me. And that led to me overtrading by, an insane amount. Like, I never thought I'd be able to make this many trades in a day. And if I was trading with, higher commissions, I would never make this many trades. I can make this many trades because I know that it's like, okay, it's costing me like 30 cents in and out here. So it's like, okay, 60 cents in and out. It's not, it's not like it's going to break the bank. But it definitely hurts because I am green on the day, like quite a bit. Like I'm like, up $40 on the day green, but I'm really only up like 10, 15 after commissions, which sucks. But what can you do, right? But I don't know. I'm probably gonna walk away here because I don't want to keep trying to test this, because I don't really know where this wants to go. We're seeing weakness right now, but it's one of those things where, because people fear shorting these stocks, especially GameStop, and AMC trades just like GameStop. So because people fear shorting them, there's going to be bigger moves to the upside, which is why I don't want to be necessarily getting caught shorting it either. In hindsight, obviously, you could always short and make money and, short these tops and as long as you're covering and not wanting to hold. The problem is that if it wants to rip against you and GameStop starts to shoot up above 150 like it did yesterday after 3 o'clock, you're going to be stuck in a short squeeze, and then you're screwed. You're going to be down way more than, well, obviously I'm not down. I'm still green on the day, but I would be, negative on the day if I tried to chase this thing to the downside, which I kind of want to do, to be honest with you. So, we'll see. I'm going to watch it here, and I might end up taking a trade on it. We'll see. Seeing like AMC seems to have given back way more than GMC did, but then again, it's a higher price stock. But see, every time it wants to break the VWAP GME, there's just so many buyers stepping in. Like it just hesitates. So like when you'd have candles like that before, I would be getting short or getting ready to short if it can't break back above the VWAP and hold above the VWAP. I want to get short, and then it's just a matter of the timing was all it was. Like you basically just had to sit around and wait for the longs to give up. So once the bulls give up and the bears take over, which is what happened here, capitulation. Because what happened is like this is consolidation, right? This is a level of consolidation, and it's one of those things where like I really hate trading when it's in these ranges of consolidation, so I really shouldn't. And this is just me being an idiot, but it's also because like it kept wanting to break the VWAP and then flushing down, and if I shorted it and it was able to break down like it did here, and I was in any of these positions here, and I was basically getting out with small wins in a lot of these trades just so I could not be holding if it went against me. And obviously in hindsight it was kind of stupid for me to be trading this much. I should have just held these trades up here and basically just cover down here. That's generally the way I like to trade, is trade the range. Don't just trade to trade necessarily. But see, it looks extremely weak here. It really does. It looks so weak, but there's also so much. Oh, okay, GME is going down. So I think I'm gonna take a quick trade here. So we'll take a quick trade here at 96. I think I'm in at, or 97. We'll see. So we're in at 95. Not as good, but we'll add if it goes back against us to $9. We'll add. So $9 is basically our area of where we want to kind of be. See, this is what happens. It's GameStop ends up catching a bunch of longs, and people go want to catch these bottoms, and it doesn't follow through with these reversals. And that's kind of the trend that was happening before, and one of the reasons why I was having such a hard time shorting it. So it looks like it's going to do the exact same thing. And it's like as soon as it breaks down below the VWAP, it doesn't want to hold. It just wants to keep getting bought up. We'll see. I'm gonna get in with some more shares here because it does look like it wants to give up. So if GME gives up here, and we could have a nice move to the downside here. And this one I'm going to try to hold for longer. I'm not going to try and cover as quick, but Obviously, we want to be cognizant of what GME is doing, but so now GME's got this candle here. We'll see if it breaks that low. If it can break that low, then we might be in for a nice move here. Looks like we're getting some capitulation. So probably gonna cover half my shares here if it breaks down below 70. So covered half there, and we'll cover the other half if we get into the 50s. See where we're gonna go here. Looks like it wants to push lower, so we'll see, but either way it's a nice trade. If it wants to hold here at 60, I'll probably cover, just get out. Looks like it wants to hold 60. Alright, so I'm gonna get out. Oh shit, it's coming back now. Look to cover there. Thought I could get it at 67, but I got it 68.8. That's not bad. 66, 68. All right, so that's all right. So that was a decent trade there. Yeah, decent trade. Decent trade. And see GME, you see it rebound there, right? So that's why I get out there. That's why I'm looking for those quick, you know. I wish I could have got filled in the 50s, but it moved too quickly there. So you know, I was hoping for it to break down below 50, and it probably still will. But with GME, see, and this is the problem. GME looks like it's going to go back green now, and looks like solid green. So it's a better day now, you know. Still sucks that I spent so much money on trades, because really, like, overall I'm up like $50 on the day, you know, but because of commissions I'm only up like 25 or like 20, depending on, you know. Yeah, doesn't matter. It's a green day. That's what matters. So you see GME, like, it does that where it looks like it wants to push higher. Like, those candles are just so powerful, and there's no, like, well, now obviously you see resistance and it's hitting the, looks like it might be giving you a VWAP projection. So we'll see, because that's a good opportunity for it to push lower, right? And before we had the high of because this low here was 60, I think, 65 or something like that. So because we already broke that, we possibly have a move lower now, possibly down to the 850, below 850, because today, you know, we'd have to go all the way back to, yeah, So it's bouncing here. Looks like it might be reversing, wanting to go long now, because it's already sold off so much, right? Which is why I hesitated to get short there. It would have been nice if I would have got short above the 9s, but once I saw it break 9 and I saw GME kind of flushing, I wanted to take that opportunity to try and get in. So I did. And yeah, you guys seen it live. That's yeah, that's generally my strategy. But that, I mean, generally I like to get in up here. But with GME, like I said, every time it tries to break down below the VWAP, you get this just people just buying, just this crazy buying pressure, just people wanting to buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. You know, that's what they do. Buy the dip. That's GME. That's these Wall Street, bets. They just buy the dip. Doesn't matter what's happening. Doesn't matter where the stock's going. Doesn't matter if it's gonna go down. They just want to buy the dip. So they do. And that's why you don't want to be holding your shorts through the dip. You want to just. So GME coming back down again. Could see AMC capitulate again. And actually, I'm probably just gonna go live. So I'm gonna upload this video, and then I'm just gonna go live on the stream. Thanks for watching, guys. So check me out for some more recaps, and hit the subscribe and like button, and let me know in the comments what you think of these videos, and I will be back at you with some more videos soon. Thanks for watching, guys.